Look at me. I want you to fire me. You fucking mark!
So last night, as everyone knows, MJF was tweaking on AEW Dynamite. MJF walked out to that ring and he started straight up shooting, brother. And yo, we have all seen the clips, whether it's on YouTube, Twitter, Reddit, it's everywhere. It basically went viral. This was something special. MJF was out here asking Tony Khan if he would treat him better if he was an ex-WWE guy. You had MJF screaming into the mic, begging Tony Khan to fire him, and he ended it with the greatest reaction meme of all time from here on out. Yo, just when you thought you had seen it all in wrestling, I never thought I'd see the day where a wrestler would call his boss a fucking mark on television. So all this has been building up for months. Basically, MJF has let everyone know that he feels like he deserves a raise for his work in AEW. He feels like he's put in so much work for AEW, generated enough money, become a big enough star that he wants more money, and he wants it now. And the thing is, Tony Khan is down. He's down to give MJF a raise, but he's only down if MJF renegotiates his contract and signs an extension with AEW. But the thing is, MJF does not want that whatsoever. He wants to keep his current contract until January 1st, 2024, and he just wants a wage increase until then because he wants AEW and WWE to bid over him when his contract is up. So this has been going on backstage for a few months now, but recently it all came out, and ever since then, MJF just straight up started acting up. He missed a meet and greet event last weekend. He started playing games on if he was even going to show up to the last pay-per-view on Sunday, and he had the entire wrestling world tripping on what was real, what wasn't. Is MJF still going to wrestle? Is he gone? Is he here? And it all ended with last night when he went on live TV and he went off. And this is a thing. At this point, everyone knows that this is a work. Everyone knows that this is now a storyline. But the fact is, yo, it's still awesome. Tony Khan isn't going to let someone go on live TV without knowing what that person is going to say and setting some boundaries, but that doesn't change the fact that MJF went out there and he was spitting facts. He wasn't just cutting a wrestling promo, he was out there saying stuff that he clearly feels and stuff that affects him and hurts him, and it was legit the perfect blend of reality and fiction. Even if it was only for a few minutes, he had every single person that was watching this, whether it's in the crowd or at home, going like, yo, wait, what is going on? And now the entire wrestling world is so curious. They're so excited to see where this goes. When is MJF going to show up now? Is he going to resign? Is he not? And he's literally following the CM Punk playbook of 2011, and now he's become the hottest star in wrestling, all because of real life shit. And yo, what I love about this the most is at the end of the day, no one except for a certain few people have any idea what's going on. Yo, the fans know it's a storyline, they know it's scripted at this point, but we still don't have any idea what's going to happen from here on out, which is so hard to do in this day and age because you have all these reporters on Twitter dropping news like every 10 minutes. But for now, we just gotta sit back and see what happens, which is so refreshing in 2022. And the genius of all this is honestly MJF finessed the situation into making him an even bigger star who can now demand even more money. But speaking of money, okay, let's go back a little bit to the contract dispute. Okay, let's all talk about it because I haven't shared my thoughts on this. I do see both sides. MJF feels he's put in enough work and he deserves a raise, which is fair. Any person who's ever worked a day in their life has been there. But Tony Khan, he sees it as a sports contract. He's from the world of sports. This is what he sees. In North America, when an NBA player or an NFL player, they don't just get raises in the middle of their contract. Now, when they're eligible for an extension, they get the extension and they get more money. And I see that, it's fair, I understand, but yo, I'm on MJF's side here. It's not sports, it's fake, it's wrestling, it's a carny business, just pay the man. If this man is generating you money right now, if he's making you dollar bills right now and you know he deserves more money, because clearly you do because you want to sign him to an extension, you gotta hold it down for him. And it's like, yo, at the end of the day, this shit isn't going to help you when WWE comes in to negotiate. You think MJF or anyone will let this slide when they're free agent, when you're sending him offers and the WWE is offering him the same amount as, you know, AEW is? You think he's not gonna remember that, yo, this man didn't want to pay me for the past year? And I do see Tony Khan's side of this. He wants to play like a sports contract. He doesn't want to set a precedent, but it's not a bad precedent. If anything, this would be the perfect thing to show your roster, to show the young stars, hey, if you put in the work and you draw money, I will give you more money. That's what this business is all about. So I honestly felt like there was no need for it to get this far, but yo, at the end of the day, it's a wild time in the business, and I am glad it did go this far because now it just means more entertainment for us, more question marks, more surprises, more fun stuff happening in the business. It's a wild time in the business. You have Cody Rhodes in WWE, and that company is pushing him better than they've pushed anyone in the past 10 years other than Roman Reigns, and MJF is watching that and he's like, yo, I want to be there. I want to be pushed in WWE. I want to be WWE champion. And who knows, maybe right now he wants to go there. Who knows, maybe right now if he had the choice, he would actually go to WWE right now and just move on from AEW. We don't know that. But that's what makes his storyline so interesting, because at the end of the day, his contract is still with AEW until 2024 January 1st, and that's what makes the storyline so interesting. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea where they go from now. I literally have no clue, and they can go so many places. For all we know, MJF will probably not even appear on Dynamite for like 2-3 months now. We have no idea. Or shit, in 2 weeks, maybe he's the AEW champion. We have no clue. I see a lot of people saying that, yo, maybe this is where MJF begins his face turn and CM Punk turns heel, and you get the 2011 Cena versus Punk role reversal. But either way, no matter what happens, they took a real life situation, they turned it into a storyline, and I'm sure there are still probably tensions backstage and many questions and things to figure out, but it's so awesome to see how the fans are so excited. Dynamite has become must-see television now, and just like that, MJF is bigger than ever, AEW is getting more spotlight than ever. At this point, you even have WWE fans who are interested in like, yo, what the hell is going on? A few days ago, I'm like, oh, it's time for the Summer of Punk 3. At this time, it could even be the Summer of MJF. There are so many ways this can go, and I am genuinely so excited. I never thought I would be this excited for wrestling in 2022 at 23 years old, but yo, I am invested and I am excited. I mean, you guys can probably tell this is my first ever AEW video, so I guess shout out to MJF. What a time to be alive. To close off this video, I asked on Twitter what are people's thoughts on the situation, and I got a decent amount of replies. So to end off this video, I'm just gonna let you guys know what the community is saying with a little bit of my opinion sprinkled in there. Alright, so the first tweet is, I think it's a serious situation. While I believe he might be working with a company, that's why he keeps showing up, I believe everything he says is 100% personal. And of course, he means everything he says, it's crystal clear, and he's not really wrong in what he's saying, especially the things about the ex-WWE talent. If you have Mark Henry coming in and he's making more than you for just doing like interviews on Rampage, yeah, I get it's Mark Henry, but come on. I think that MJF raises some very good points about being a draw yet not being compensated as much as others on the roster. However, him no showing a meet and greet was a really shitty thing to do in my opinion. And yo, it is shitty, I definitely agree, but you gotta think of it like this. Does Tony Khan take him seriously if he doesn't no-show the meet and greet? You know, it's a double-edged sword. How serious is Tony Khan really gonna take someone who still shuts up and goes to work and goes all the events and just, you know, does his thing? As shitty as it was for the paying customer, that's literally his way of protesting. Anyway, thank you guys for watching my first AEW video, and what a wild situation. I never thought my first AEW video would be on anything like this, but MJF literally set the wrestling world on fire. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below your thoughts on the situation. Where should they go from this? What's the next objective? Let me know whatever you think in the comments down below. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys soon for the next video. It's your boy Pav, aka Wrestling Gifts, and I'm out of here. Take care. Peace.